We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
53, Mike. Record. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2. Play from scrimmage, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Go. Hey, zoom. Ready.
On 2nd and 12, McSorley. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. Hey, seam 6.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mike! Pac-Man. Ready! Not today, you are. Not today. Wall. Flag. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch safety creep.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, empty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Shamrocks.
Go. 57. Danny. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill. 5. Check 13. Check 3.
Wentz now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Go. Waiting. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Sponge. No. Say.
They'll run with Sanders. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Get him. He's checking. Scratch. 49. Check 49.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped. Shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You gonna see me and you're not. Can. Hey, echo. Check, 59. Here we go. Mike 5'9". It's hot.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't. Happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shift! Watch the shift! Lion! Listen!
Try the right side with Howard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You got him!
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball is arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go. Come on, now, come on. Legs up.
Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On the return, Jackson. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sunday. Whip. Hey, exit. Watch the whip. Lynn fly 3. You got tight right there. Jack. What's this done?
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Get ready. Check. Crunch. Crunch. No. Me. Hey.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 30 on second down, Dalton. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. If you want some money. Come on, D. Hey, switch gears. Rush in. Let's find 7. Smooth. 51, Mike. 51.
Now Wentz.
I got you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check now. Can. Check blue draw corpus. 368. 2-2. Move. Hey, wahoo. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Regular.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Exit. Out. Heavy. Regular. Go.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get that quarterback at all costs. Show 368. High.
Dalton now to pass. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Andy Dalton now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Charlie, you can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Check pass, check pass.
Mike, check 33.
Heavy.
Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Cooper was the target there.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Switch. He's coming. We got jump up.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Howard again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Pac-Man. 180. Block 54. I'm trying. Great finish, 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Delta. 54. Mike 54.
Now Wentz on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboys, first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Bravo.
I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
All day. All day.
2 by 2. Move.
Snap came and one. Now here's Dalton. Cooper fast with the feet. It's caught. Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st down, Dublin.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Don't go.
54 fight. Check 31. Check 30. Shit. Mike's by 4. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
On 1st down, Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's coming to you.
Regular.
Check. Lucky.
368.
Here's Dalton. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Thing on the slot.
Hey, Haywood.
Strong right. Hey.
Hands up.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Regular.
Check 33. I got one. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
18's moving.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, check Mike 33. I'm coming.
Yeah, 5-6.
Check 33.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Back. Run.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Joker.
Black, come on.
Shift.
X3, 218, chopper.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, MC. Bring it to you.
Now Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Single.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them with contract.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's by 4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike, check 33. 33.
10th carry now for Elliott. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm coming.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go. Ice.
Operating from the gun. Dalton now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at about the 31.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down, Dublin.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You don't want no problem from me.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.